Hi everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a quick process video of this entry I've done a while ago on a kind of journaling morning that we had, and I thought it'd be really nice to share with you. It's quite a fun page to make and I really hope you enjoy this process. So let's start with that entry. So here I started with a stamp by Illustrated Faith, and this stamp has a flamingo in it. At the moment I'm kind of obsessed with flamingos. They're like literally one of my favourite things right now, so I thought it'd be really nice to use them. And that flamingo goes with a kind of stamp that says Flamingo and Make Disciples. I think that's fantastic and I thought it was amazing, so I wanted to journal about it. So I went ahead and just stamped that flamingo onto a piece of card and then just cut around the shape of that flamingo, so I have a nice lovely flamingo shape. And I actually cut the leg as well because I wanted to add just my own version of the legs of the flamingo. So I went ahead and also I decided to stamp the same flamingo into a peach kind of orangey paper card. So I went ahead and did the same thing that I did for the pink flamingo, and I decided to go for a verse in Mark chapter 16 verse 15 that says, "Go into the world and preach the gospel to all creation." And I really love this because it's really Jesus just saying to us, go into the world and share my good news. So I decided to kind of highlight that verse. So I picked up those two flamingos and I was just kind of trying to place them on the page. I realised that actually that page had quite a lot of space, so I decided to use that bottom bit. Just circled the verse to make sure everything was, covered that I wanted to write. And then I decided to mask that verse. So I picked up a piece of sticky note and just placed the sticky bit onto the page, traced around it, and then just stuck it back to the page. So when I put my watercolours in, it will kind of mask that section out. So I picked up some watercolours and I decided to paint my whole page pink. I haven't gessoed my page actually here. It's all, kind of like that. I just wasn't feeling like gessoing my page. I was also only working with watercolours and they tend to be okay. I kind of put my matte below under the page because I thought it'd be better to kind of, with so much colour there, I didn't want anything to bleed through anywhere or to kind of smudge into my other pages. And I added a few splodges of orange as well just to match those two flamingos, and dried it all up, made sure it was all dry before I kind of went into stucking anything to the page. And I was actually quite glad with the colours that came to the page. As you can see, my page got really crinkly. So I removed that sticky note and then went for just where I was going to place those flamingos and the rest of my composition really. So I decided to kind of stamp flamingos. So obviously when Jesus says for us to go and kind of tell all the good news to people, he said for everyone to do it, not just one person, not just two people, everyone. So I wanted to do like this flamingo march on the bottom of my page, so I went for it. So as you can see, I kind of already stuck my tab, like this really pink tab I've got, and I made that with back sticky paper. I got some back sticky paper and just punched a tab out of it, and then put some of this lovely kind of washi tape that I've got. So I stamped my flamingos, this like flamingo march, and then I just put kind of these cushioned double-sided sticky squares. I don't actually know where I got those from. It's from a set from somewhere. So I just stuck them on the bottom of my page, and as you can see, and they put them kind of, the flamingos a little bit higher. So some flamingos are, I don't know, they stand out a little bit more. So some are higher, some are lower. And then decided to stamp that flamingo and Make Disciples just in line with the verses on the page. So everything is kind of aligned. I realised I didn't stamp it really well, so I just went over with my pen, just filled in the gaps that I didn't manage to get with my ink pad, and attached some gems as well. Can never have too many gems on pages. And I got this little kind of flower to put at the top as well, just to finish off my design. So this time was the very first time I've used an embosser. and it was kind of interesting. I never used. I've asked for help because there's some ladies, my mother-in-law in fact helped me to do this page and to kind of get the embosser done. So this is the very first time I've done it, and it's actually turned out really well. I've done a first version before and it kind of didn't work, and then I did a second time and it kind of went better. So I just made sure everything was nice and covered with glitter and just got rid of the excess and just popped it all back into the pot. So then I then dried it, and I was so impressed with the result because obviously because it's kind of glittery and gold, it shows it really well on the page, especially on those colours. So very impressed with that. I'll definitely be kind of using an embosser again. I wanted to try it before I actually bought all the stuff. So all the stuff that I'm using is actually from other people, and I was really glad that I actually had the opportunity to use this and have a go before I actually go and commit to spending like money on embosser pad and like a diary and stuff. So I decided to go for 3 different fonts on the decided to write go go go, and I went for 3 different fonts. The first one was with an emboss, and the second one was with this kind of chunky font of an alpha set that I bought from Home Bargains. And the third one, then I decided to just hand write with a kind of gold pen, this kind of swirly font, the third go. And then I added a lovely kind of arrow underneath, just to give the impression of like going and that kind of impression of movement as well, because the flamingos give you an impression of movement because they're kind of all marching one way, and then just like these kind of arrows as well that kind of go we go. So there it is. And I actually added the same kind of colour gold to the flamingo legs, and I thought that worked pretty well because it brought the whole kind of scheme together. So there you have it. This is kind of the page, and as it is, it's a really simple one. It's quite a quick one as well, and a lot of fun to make. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to kind of share your comments. If you have any questions as well, feel free to use the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless.